What's up everybody, and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. And once again, I just want to wish everybody a great Memorial Day weekend, but I also want to remind you, whether you're at a barbecue, at the beach, drinking some beer, getting some hot dogs, whatever it is that you're doing this weekend, at 3 o'clock today, we're going to be observing a moment of silence for those who have fallen in the act of defending our country. So just take a moment to really reflect, and at 3 p.m., remember to take a moment of silence for them. And speaking of supermen and women, I have another character on the show today who's really a contender, just like Wonder Woman, Catwoman, and Black Widow, who's probably had the most reviewed statues on the show. You know her, of course, by her given Kryptonian name, Kara Zor-El. So today we're going to be reviewing Diamond Select Toys' version of Supergirl. Let's take a closer look. Now immediately when you take this piece out of the box, it screams Diamondism. I just love the style and art direction here. Now the head sculpt is also very impressive. It's really detailed. I love the sense of anger in her face. It's just really cool. Countenance is great. I also love the sculpt of the hair. The eyes are done beautifully, as well as the makeup. Overall, it's a very impressive head sculpt. Now the midsection and upper torso of this piece are truly unique, and it really demonstrates the power and force that she used to snap those chains. They're beautifully done, and it does really look like metal. I also love the Superman logo. The color palette is fantastic. And again, these chains look very nice. They don't look cheap at all. The midsection is also very impressive, very sexy, as you get to see the sculpt in her abdominal muscles, that really nice belly button. The skin tone is done well, even though it's not picking it up on the camera. Now the lower section of this piece is equally impressive and probably my most favorite aspect, mostly because it does match the diamondism of the upper torso. I love that stance there, and those creases in her skirt look absolutely amazing. They offset really well against her color, skin, and also take a look at the boots. They're done in this nice high gloss sheen, and the color is amazing. It just looks very well done. Now this is definitely a piece that you want to mirror because there's an incredible amount of detail on the reverse side. First of all, the hair sculpt is fantastic, and you really get to see that nice blow in the wind, which looks great. You also get a greater appreciation for the kind of 3-dimension of the chains, but most impressively is the cape. The folds are magnificent, and I like that they use the yellow insignia for the House of L. It just looks great, so definitely mirror this one. But here is where we run into a little bit of a problem with this piece. Now the base, in my opinion, looks horrible. I mean, she really looks like she's stepping on a bloomin' onion. I don't know what they were thinking in terms of the art direction. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, a fireball, an explosion. It just looks so odd. Now, the paint color is decent enough. They actually put a lot of thought into the way that they wanted to paint it. But again, I can't help but think that I'm an Outback every time I'm looking at this. It is a relatively small footprint, so I guess it has that going for it. It just looks weird. I also have to mention that this statue is a little bit unbalanced because of the shape of the base and the way that she's leaning forward. There are some leaning issues, so that might be something to consider. Nevertheless, it is an impressive statue, especially at this price point, and although I can't give it my holy grail seal of approval, it is something that I do want in my collection and I'm proud to own. Now before I go, I just want to thank F&B Collectibles Incorporated for sponsoring today's video, and Big Bad Toy Store for sending this wonderful piece over for review. And if you're interested in this and other collectibles, please visit www.bigbadtoystore.com. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on Diamond Select Toys' version of Supergirl. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews.